Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Essex countryside, where I am right on the border for Suffolk. It's actually just about a quarter of a mile over in this direction, and I started this walk about 5 miles back in the village of Foxearth, which I can see the rooftops just over these nettles here. So I'm doing about a 5 mile circular walk that's going to take in that village, which I'll look at the end. But first I'm heading over to Borley, which has a rather ghostly history and also a very historic church. That's kind of the main reason why I'm heading there. And then I'm going to go across to Liston for another historic church and then return back to Borley. It's not Borley, sorry, Foxearth, where I'm going to check out the church. So these villages sit right on the edge of the Stour Valley. It sits down just in the valley along my left here, snakes its way around towards Sudbury. So I'm on a little bit of a hilltop and hopefully I'll have some really nice views today. So we're here at Borley Church, and by chance the person who had the keys was just passing by and saw us, and we managed to get inside because it was locked. And I've come here because this is actually a very old building. If I come over to this corner here, I think it's this bit, so I'm in the southwest corner, there's some very particular stonework, and it says on Historic England that in the southwest corner there's a section of long and short stone, or long and short work, so that is telltale sign of Saxon building. So I believe it's this section here where you've got a long stone, short, long, short, longer and short as it goes up this corner. It's actually really, really amazing to see. I've been inside, you can't see it from the inside, and it does say it's just on this corner here. So this is obviously next to a much larger tower here. Now this tower dates to the 15th century, and this is a brick 16th century porch here as well, nice Tudor building. And if I go around this side, there's a 13th century window just here, you can see that, and then there's another earlier window around the corner as well. So the church sits really close to what was Borley Rectory. Now sadly the building was burnt down in the 1940s and then later demolished a few years later than that, but it was also reported to be the most haunted place in England, and there were books and TV programmes done about how haunted this place was. Now obviously there's no building remains left, but people do still come here to try and experience some of the paranormal activity of this area. So we're now here at Liston Church, and just like the church at Borley, it's not known which saint this building is dedicated to, but it is a real mishmash of all different periods. Now this section at the end here, this is the chancel, and this dates to the 13th century, or more specifically about 1230, where it was widened. Now at the other end there is a very fine 16th century brick tower, and then on the south side there is a 19th century addition as well, and then the main section, the nave, right in the middle, is Norman. So just on the north side here is this wonderful relic from the Norman period. This is a lovely arch, and you can see it's actually not decorated, it's not been carved here, but the lintel along here has some lovely chevron decorations and what look like flowers at either end. So I'm now at the Grade 2 star listed church of St Peter and St Paul in Foxearth, just near the end of the walk. And this building dates to the medieval period, although there's not an exact date for the nave. Now this north aisle over here, you can see has been added on. That was added on in 1350, so it must sort of post-date the rest of the church. And then the tower, I believe, dates to 1862. And it used to have a 130-foot spire on the top, making it the tallest church in Essex. But sadly, I think in 1940 something, it blew off. I want to say 1948. Yeah, apparently it blew off in a storm and it was never replaced. So we're just coming to the end of the walk now, and if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and also ring the bell to keep you up to date with future uploads, and I will see you next time.